Hi, my name is Kathy Davis, and today I'm going to offer a free training on why you need a trademark in your business. Again, my name is Kathy Davis. I'm an attorney. I focus primarily on the area of intellectual property, which includes trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets, and other documents that protect your ideas and your secret business purposes. So those can include non-solicitation agreements, confidentiality agreements, and non-compete agreements, among other things. But today I primarily want to focus on trademarks. So trademarks, what is a trademark? A trademark is a way of registering your slogan, logo, system, process, or title with the government in order to prevent others, especially your competitors, from using your ideas. They differ from copyrights because copyrights are used to protect the written word. So that could be like a book, an article, or a website. And they're also used to protect artwork, music, software, and movies. So today, as I said, I want to talk primarily about trademarks and why you would want to have a trademark in your business. One of my earliest clients came to me to register their logo and their business name. And since that time, they have expanded their business from a single location in a small town outside of Indianapolis, Indiana, to a service that is offered in more than 75 locations throughout the United States. Now, having the trademark in terms of their name and their logo allowed them to license their system. So they had a patented or a licensed workout format. They taught other teachers how to use this workout format with their students, and then they were able to license the name of the workout format as well as the logo, so those other teachers could use that workout format in teaching it to their students across the country. My clients then received a portion of the proceeds that the other teachers were earning. Now, the trademark was a vital part of their licensing and expansion strategy because it protected the name of the workout, it also protected the logo that they used. Now, on a side note, they did also copyright their DVDs where they teach this workout. And again, the trademark helped support that copyright. So, in other words, the trademark was the bedrock of their business plan, which has led to an extreme expansion over time. Another reason you would need a trademark is to have a product name. So I have one client that has a product name with a stylized fish logo as part of there. And they have used that logo on all sorts of branded items with their product, with their name and their branded logo. So they now sell t-shirts, they sell hats, they sell, I believe, bags, they sell koozies, they sell all kinds of things. And they started by just selling those things on their own website. That was before they trademarked. And then after they trademarked, they felt confident enough to move on and start working with local vendors to sell their product in the stores. And so now they're in, I believe, 9 or 10 locations. And they're confident that they can share their items with their personalized logo and product name on their items. They feel that they can share those without being afraid that somebody's going to take their stylized design and call it their own. So the trademark, again, has given them that bedrock of protection, that foundation, so that they can expand their business without fear that what they're expanding and what they're investing their time and their energy and their money into expanding isn't going to be taken by someone else. They feel protected as they move forward. So another example of why you might want to get a trademark is if you have an event. I have a client that holds an annual event. It's a women's conference, and they do have a logo. They have a name for that event. And in order to protect both the name of that event and all of the effort, again, that they put into building that event and branding that event, they obtained a trademark for their logo and name of their event. So now they can share the name of their annual event. They could even expand their annual event to be a nationwide event, all the while being absolutely confident that no one else can steal or borrow the name of their event. And that's given them quite a bit of peace of mind and allowed them to really expand the scope of what they've been offering as part of their event. Another client went ahead and trademarked their logo and business name. Now, they did this without any knowledge of any other business out there, and they put their logo in the class that they're in. They're a nonprofit organization. And then several years after they started using their logo, they were contacted by another company that basically said, hey, you can't use your logo anymore because we have a trademark and we're superior to you because blah, blah, blah. Well, we were able to prove to that company that not only did my client also have a trademark, but that they were also protected. And so all of the money and the time and the effort that they've put into branding their organization and into using their logo to be, something that they put on their promotional items, on their website, all of that they've put in, all that effort they've put in is now something that they can use that is protected. So even though someone else said, hey, no, you can't, they're like, yeah, actually we can. This also came up in a similar situation with another client who was approached by a very similar business who wanted to enter into what's called a coexistence agreement. Now, this client, the other company, had a very similar name, and they were almost the exact same business. And by having the trademark, having the rights protected to the name in that avenue of business, my client was able to say, no, I don't want to coexist with you. And in fact, if you go ahead and pursue this business, I will pursue you under my rights for my trademark. And so this other potential competitor ended up changing their whole business plan based on my client asserting their rights under their trademark. So I'm hoping you can see that trademarks are actually a really valuable part of many business plans. They're a way to protect your branding, your logo, your slogan, your product names, your business name. So everything that you put your time, your money, your energy into creating and putting out there to really establish your business, those are things that you want to use a trademark to protect yourself from. The trademarks don't necessarily, quote, do anything for you other than offer protection. Because then if someone else, another business, a business across the street or across the country decides to use your idea, your slogan, your name, not only does it flag at the U.S. Trademark Office if those folks try to file a trademark application for that, but it also gives you rights that if you find out they're using your mark, your slogan, your logo, you have the right to send them not only what's called a cease and desist letter, which is a letter where you say, hey, you're using my stuff, now don't do it anymore. But if people don't stop using your stuff, you have the right to sue them. You have the right to ask a court of law to tell them they can't use it. You have the right to ask a court of law to award you money damages for the fact that they used something that's actually your property. And so there's all kinds of really important rights that go along with that trademark, and you really don't think about them until you have to exercise them. So I can't tell you how many times I've had clients say, I'm so glad I invested in the trademark, because they didn't really think about the risks until something happened, until they'd already gotten their trademark and they realized that the trademark itself was what was protecting them from either some really expensive litigation or having to, reinvest in rebranding their entire company, concept, or brand. And so those are all really important things to think about if you're thinking you may need a trademark. So I'm going to go real quickly over what the process is in the trademark world, and I'll talk a little bit about how you can work with me if you're interested. So a trademark, you start by filing an application. You can file the application online. There are several different types of applications, and there's different fees that go along with those applications. The different types have to do with how you're willing to communicate, what you're able to present, all kinds of questions like that. But you fill the application out online. You present examples of how you're using the mark, and you let them know what industry you're in. Are you a restaurant? Are you using it on t-shirts? Are you business consulting? How are you using your mark? What industry is it being used in? And then So once you submit the application, it is reviewed by an attorney with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, and this attorney will get back to you if they have any questions. If they have anything they don't think is clear, if they think they need more examples, something, they'll let you know. Once you've cleared any questions that the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office has, your mark goes to what's called publication. And at that point, your mark is published in the national document known as the Federal Register. And there's just a statement that says you've asked for a trademark for such, and that runs for 4 weeks. Now, during that period, and up to 30 days after that, anybody who thinks you are entitled to your trademark can file what's called a notice of opposition. Now, that thankfully doesn't seem to happen very often, because most of my clients have sailed right through that process. And once you're through the opposition process and nobody has disputed your mark, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office will go ahead and register your mark and send you your official certificate. Now, what I get asked all the time is, are there annual fees? What's the next step in that? 5 years after your trademark registers, you will need to file some additional paperwork showing that you're still using the mark and that you do in fact want to continue your trademark. But you do have 5 years between those filings, so that obviously gives you time to use them in your business and create that evidence. And it also means that you don't come up with that, the filing fees every single year. It's an every 5-year issue. So finally, if you are interested in working with me or finding out more about how I can help you and your company put together a trademark, please go to kjdlegal.com, click on our services page, or just email me at Kathy, Kathy, at kjdlegal.com. I hope you found this interesting and helpful, and I'm happy to answer any other questions you might have about why you may want to trademark or what the process is and how it could benefit your business. Thank you very much for watching.